welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm Yosha and I'm your go-to girl for all things real. So today I'm going to be talking about Carnival Cruise, and I'm going to share some of the things that you want to know before you pay for your cruise and before you pay for any add-on. Be sure to watch this video in full or look at the description box down below to review my timestamps and my notes. I take really good notes, y'all. If you use the chapters in the description box, you'll know what I'm talking about during each part of this video. That way, if you are interested in a specific topic, drink package, Camp Ocean, vaccination, etc., you can click on that part of the video and hear exactly what you are looking to know. If you have any questions that I did not answer, please drop them down below. I do respond to my comments. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, help YouTube recommend this to people who need to see it. So, like, comment, share. First question I received is, can you go on a Carnival cruise if you are not vaccinated? The answer to that question is yes. Carnival has what is called an exemption process. I'm gonna pop this on the screen for you all to read. I recommend that you call Carnival or reach out via email. You can send them an email and ask specific questions about your situation. There are certain things that you won't be able to use if you're not vaccinated. One being Camp Ocean. One of the people who asked me is a mom. I don't know if you were trying to go on a cruise with your girls or if you're trying to do a cruise with your family. But if your children are not vaccinated and they are over 5 years old, then your kids won't be able to utilize Camp Ocean. They don't require children that are under 5 to be vaccinated. But if you have older kids, children that are like 6 to 12, and you think they're gonna wanna use Camp Ocean, I wouldn't recommend going on a Carnival cruise or any cruise until they lighten that restriction. The next question that I got is, how much is it? My cruise cost $948 and some change for me, Des, and Josiah. So that's 2 adults, 1 child. We booked an interior room. We went to Carnival Ecstasy. That took us from Mobile, Alabama to Costa and Cozumel, Mexico. We were there for 5 days, 4 nights. Now in 2018, I went on a cruise with my husband for our honeymoon, and we paid closer to $1,000 for 3 days, 2 nights from Orlando, Florida, Port Canaveral area to Nassau, Bahamas. Prices of cruises can vary. You need to check the website and look for the sales. Like, I found out about Carnival sale on Twitter. Somebody was saying Carnival is giving these cruises away right now. I went and looked and it wasn't false. They were giving cruises away, 3rd person for $1 in your cabin. And I booked my trip. The question was, what do you get with the cruise? What is included? What does all inclusive mean when you think of Carnival? You get daycare included with your kids. That's Camp Ocean. They have different tiered camps based on age. 2 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11. You have food included, which includes the Pizza Pirate restaurant, which is open 24 hours, the deli, the buffet area, the Windstar dining room, Blue Cantina, which is Blue Iguana Cantina, which is like Tex-Mex, Guy's Burger Joint. Some of y'all were asking what drinks are included for free. And the answer to that question is water, apple juice, orange juice, and guava juice are included for free. They give you these little small cups. You can get as much refills as you want. You do not have to purchase a drink package to get it. In the included juices, they have this guava juice, and it's so good and it's so sweet, but just add a little bit of water and ice to water it down and make it not overkill sweet. But I remember thinking that guava juice was so good on my first cruise. So if you're wondering, like, do I need to buy a drink package? We didn't, and we were just fine. But I'm also not a huge soda drinker. Keeping in mind that when you get off the ship, you may be able to go to stores and stuff and get that stuff cheaper than it is gonna be on Carnival. If you like to drink morning, noon, and night, get the drink package because you're gonna get your money worth. If you are like me and you're more of a casual drinker, 1 to 3 drinks a day, you do not need the drink package. Now, if you don't buy the drink package, I'm sure you're wondering, well, how much are the drinks? I ordered a Patron strawberry mango margarita, and it was $14.50 with gratuity included. Anytime you buy drinks, they're gonna add a gratuity to the drink cost. So my husband, he's a beer drinker. He paid $8.50 with gratuity for each of his beers. I paid $14.50 for my 1 margarita. It was pretty. it was good, and it was not watered down. So for me, I probably would not buy the drink package just because I'm not gonna drink like that. I was talking to a girl named Leanne. She was hilarious, and she had the drink package, and she was saying that she felt like some of the drinks were a little watered down after a while. So keep in mind that that could be the case. I've heard people say that on all-inclusive land resorts too. When they include something and you can get as much of it as you want, sometimes you get a catch. And I feel like watered down after you've had 15 drinks for the day, I'm not surprised. They're like, okay, at this point you're costing us money. The other thing is, if you have 2 adults in your cabin and one of you wants the drink package but the other doesn't, you both have to buy the drink package. They don't allow you to have one adult in a room with a drink package and not the other adult. So if you're going on a group trip, try to put people together that want to drink and people that don't want to drink in the same room. Otherwise, it ends up costing more money. You may be able to contact guest services if somebody is pregnant or elderly or can't drink for medical reasons, where they might exempt that, but that's more of a hassle than it's worth. They have another drink package, bottomless bubbles or something, that allows you to get canned sodas, Sprite, Coca-Cola, as much as you want included. Mainly Coca-Cola products. So if you're not really a big juice person, you can do that package, and I think that that's fair. You know, unlimited soda. Water is my drink of choice. So what I did is, before the cruise, I prepaid for 2 cases of water, and that cost me $9.90 for a 24-pack of water, and I had those bottles of water sit in my room. You can do the same thing with alcohol. If you don't want to do the drink package and you don't want to have to buy drinks at the bar and keep paying gratuity, you can prepay for a bottle of your favorite alcohol to be sent to your room, and it'll be delivered and sitting in your suite waiting on you when you get there. Hennessy, Jack Daniels, Patron, vodka. They had about 20 to 30 different types of liquor that you could get sent to your room. They used to allow you to bring your own water and bring your own wine. I think you can still bring 1 bottle of wine per adult with you, 750 milliliters, but you cannot bring your own water anymore. You have to buy it through them. So if you do decide to do that, purchase it online before you get there. It's gonna be the cheapest that it's going to be. They do have duty-free liquor stores in Mexico. So you can buy the liquor in Mexico, but they're not gonna let you bring it back to your room. They're gonna store it under the boat until you get off the ship. So the best way to get your own alcohol on the ship is to buy a bottle through Carnival and have them deliver it to your room. They have the ice cream machines. You can get ice cream all day and night. That's open 24/7. Think of like your buffet at the end. They have the different like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, like frozen. You are able to eat as much food as you want while the different locations are open. There is room service available, but that's not included. You have to pay for each room service. Some of the add-ons like the lobster tail, the steak that I paid $20 for, that actually used to be included. But they've changed stuff. We've had a pandemic, inflation. It's affecting the cruise ship. It kind of felt like they were charging for things that they didn't charge for back in 2018 when my husband and I cruised for our honeymoon. For example, if you keep their beach towel, they will charge you $22. So don't keep the beach towel. There are charges for little things like that, but for the most part, there's a lot of stuff included. You also get onboard activities. So Alex was our cruise director. Every cruise has a cruise director that is there to ensure that you have fun. And that person will come over the intercom with announcements to tell you about what's going on the ship. They had free mimosas almost every morning in a certain area of the ship. There was karaoke, which I participated in. There was dancing, which I participated in. There were pools on the ship, hot tubs, water slide. All of that is included for the cost that you pay per person in your room. Live music, they have a casino that you can use. Of course, you have to spend money when you go in the casino. They have a nightclub, they have the Punchline Comedy Club where you can see family-friendly shows and rated R shows. And they also have other activities on board. There's plenty to do on the ship. They have trivia, they have games, they have this duck thing. If you find a cruising duck, it's like so much fun stuff to do, so you won't be bored. In your suite, you'll have a TV The TV channels can vary. This time around, we had Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, Food Network, and a few other channels. Last time, we had like 5 channels. 2 of them were in Spanish. We didn't watch TV, needless to say. Wi-Fi. We paid for premium Wi-Fi. And I'm telling everybody I know not to ever do that. That Wi-Fi was nothing premium about it. If you go on your cruise, I recommend that you purchase either the cheapest package. Maybe you're a mom and your kids are not going with you and you need to be able to check in on whoever is keeping your kids while you're on vacation. Buy the cheapest package just so you can communicate with your family. If you like to post on social media while you're on vacation, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, not TikTok, not YouTube, not anything that's videos, that's the catch, then I highly recommend that you purchase the value package, which is still not the premium package that I purchased. Premium was supposed to be the best Wi-Fi available, streaming available with Netflix, Skype, video chat, best Wi-Fi on the boat. It was trash. I wrote a letter to Carnival's guest services today trying to see how they can compensate me and my husband, because that Wi-Fi was horrible. Because it was horrible, I had to deal with my husband complaining about Wi-Fi for our whole vacation, thus affecting my vacation. And so I did my survey. They send you a survey about how was your trip, what didn't work. Wi-Fi, it did not work. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for several guests, and the Carnival Hub app was down. And Carnival Hub app was essentially supposed to be there to tell us what's going on the ship, as well as ordering your dinner. You could like go ahead and say I'm in line at the dinner, and they'll text your phone through the Carnival app to tell you when you can come sit at your table. Our first day, we had to wait in this super long line just to find out that that wasn't the correct location, then go back down, wait again in a long line. It was very disorganized because of the Wi-Fi issues, and for that reason I recommend purchasing the middle package or the cheap package so you can have your social media moments, with the understanding that it's not gonna work like your Wi-Fi at home or at work. It's gonna be like dial-up speed. It takes a long time for pages to load. Certain websites may not work the same. Like, it's a waste of money. The spa. Do not spend your money in the spa unless you buy the stuff in advance. Anything you purchase on Carnival in advance is gonna be cheaper before the cruise. If you wait until the cruise to buy it, you're gonna spend more money. I was gonna book a couples massage for my husband and I. Before the cruise, maybe like a couple months before, they were charging $230 for a couples massage. My husband felt like it was high, so we didn't do it. Well, I looked again when I booked our excursions about 2 days before we left. Massages went up to $330 for 2, and it was like 200 something for 1. On the port, when you get there may be cheaper massages offered on the beach. In Costa Maya, which was our first port, they had a $20 massage offered in the Mahahal area on the beach. It cost you $4 per person to go there and back, and $20 cash for your massage, plus whatever you want to tip your masseuse. The next day, we were in Cozumel, and I paid $30 for a 20-minute massage because I missed the hour massage because of timing. But I had 2 people tell me that that $20 massage was amazing and well worth. So get you a massage on the beach, bring you some cash so you can tip and negotiate and pay. It's just better deal. Hands down, better deal. The excursion that we booked in Cozumel was worth it. Costa Maya's excursions were way too expensive, and I don't recommend, if you're going to Costa Maya, that you pay for an excursion unless you want to do something specific. Do not pay them $80 to taste tequila. That is a ripoff. You can pay $40 the next day in Cozumel for the same type of excursion and do the same authentic tequila tasting. We went on a Cozumel beach break and downtown tour. There and back, we got complimentary tequila tasting included. We went downtown and we saw 2 different tiendas and got to walk around for like 35 minutes and explore in each place. And then we went to a beach resort where we got umbrellas, chairs. They had the tequila tasting right on site, shops where you could get snacks and food, and then you could also get food, and the food was more affordable there in Cozumel than it was in the Mahahal and Costa Maya area, and the food was good. I bought food in Costa Maya and it was not good. The guacamole was busting once I added some salt, but the food My husband hated his tacos. Josiah ate one burrito, and my fish tacos were wet and falling apart. Like, I was very disappointed in the food. Some things are worth it and some things are not. Read the reviews. I read the reviews for the excursion that I chose, and they were great. I've been trying to figure out how to get back on there so I can leave them a review and post pictures. That is well worth it. Shout out to Adriana and Juan. Y'all did an amazing job with our tour. We felt safe. You told us what to look out for. It was really worth the money. Costa Maya, when you get on the port, everything you need to do is right there on the port. You don't have to pay for an excursion, especially if you're the type of person that just wants to go to the beach or go to the pool. There's literally a pool resort right in the middle of the shopping area where you can swim. They have free Wi-Fi and it's strong and good. It works well. And you can just basically chill out and relax and enjoy the weather. They have a pool bar. Margaritas are really good. Now, to use that, you have to buy something, but I spent $21 to sit and relax at the pool. The margarita was good. And it was someone that went and they paid like $80 or $90 to swim with dolphins. And they were like, I only got a few minutes with a dolphin. I touched them and it was time for me to get out. It was not worth $90. So some of the excursions are worth it. I do recommend that you book through Carnival rather than booking it through the locals or by yourself, because the scammers exist, okay? We went to Costa Maya, and at the end of the tourist section, towards the end, you're gonna see the transportation area. That's where you're gonna find all the cab drivers, men with these little maps trying to take you to the beach, and there's gonna be a guy that's gonna come up to you and say, for $35, I can take you to an all-you-can-drink resort, beach access, umbrellas, and you know, there and back, you're gonna do your cab separately. Don't do that. I talked to 2 people who also got the $20 massages who said that when they got there, it was not all you could drink. It was literally just beers and pre-mixed drinks. And basically, it was the same place where I was taken with my family for $4 there and back. So be careful about buying things from locals and always negotiate. Don't take the first price. Bring cash. Some of the merchants take credit. Any of the food establishments and larger stores, you can use your credit card, and that's fine. You know, you can always use purchase protection, and I felt comfortable doing it in those places. But when it comes to the people approaching you that are walking on the beach, selling bracelets, or, you know, trying to offer you massages and things like that, you need to bring cash to give those people. The last thing that wasn't worth it was the food upgrades. Food upgrades are offered in the one-star dining room on their menu. I'll pop it up here on the screen for you guys. And for me, I felt like the food that I paid, I bought some filet mignon and some lobster tail, and they charged me $40 because those were considered 2 separate entrees. Y'all, that was not worth it. It was not good. The filet mignon was charred and had like an odd burnt taste to it. The lobster tails were overcooked. It was my first and only time where I paid extra for food. You might as well just choose from the menu. The one-star dining room is like your upscale dining experience. They have your waiters come in and keep your waters filled. You get a 3-course meal. And the good thing about it is that you're able to choose as many entrees, appetizers, and desserts as you want. The food is decent and good at best. Decent and good at best. Certain dishes are good. Other dishes are just okay. Some things you're gonna have to add salt to. Some things you may have to send back because it's just not edible. For instance, I had prime rib and it was so rare and it was so nasty. I had to send it back and just get this basic pasta dish that Josiah loved, and I ended up liking it too because that prime rib wasn't my cup of tea. Alternatively, I had lasagna another night and it was so good I ate the whole thing. As far as appetizers, some of my favorites were the shrimp cocktail and the mozzarella sticks. I also love their salads. The Cobb salad was good. The Caesar salad was good. My husband and Josiah had frog legs and they liked them. It really just depends on the night. What I loved about the dining is the variety. Because it's all inclusive, you don't have to stick to one thing. Don't get hung up on one thing not tasting good. I'm realizing that with these resort style places, the food is gonna be like okay at best. You might find something that's good here and there. Like I had a piece of red velvet cake and a piece of another vanilla cake, and that was good. The seasonal fruit, so good, so fresh, so sweet, so ripe, perfect fruit. Breakfast, I ate in the buffet every day. Breakfast was the meal to eat the buffet. The buffet food for lunch and dinner, it did not look good. I tried it once and I was like, I'm good. I don't want this no more. They had Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. They were so dry. I said, oh hell no, I can't. Fried chicken, so dry, like hell to the no. Y'all just overcook everything. But with breakfast, they had some stuff that was pretty good. One being the French toast. That was my favorite. When I had that, I stacked it on the plate because it was good. It was sweet. I didn't even need to put syrup on it. It was just perfect the way it was. I also like the sausage. The bacon was too greasy and it wasn't crispy enough. So after the first time trying the bacon, I didn't pick up no more bacon. I like the breakfast potatoes. They had like thin cut red potatoes. Those were good. Additionally, for breakfast, I recommend going to the Blue Iguana Cantina for a breakfast burrito. The breakfast burritos were good. I did like Guy's Burger Joint for the burgers. If you could get them when they weren't overcooked and too well done where it's like hard and tough, it was pretty good and it kept you full. They also had fresh hand-cut fries, which I love. I love some French fries, y'all. The other thing that was pretty decent were the Blue Iguana tacos and burritos. They looked good. It was fresh. The pico was flavorful. The watermelon salsa was good. The watermelon was good. Like, I really loved Blue Iguana Cantina. I pretty much ate burrito or burger for lunch. Sometimes I would snack on the pizza at Pizza Pirate, which was the 24-hour cafe. Josiah loves pizza. So if you have kids that like pizza, Pizza Pirate is gonna come in clutch at least one time while you're on your trip. Let's talk about some things that I loved about Carnival Cruise. While on the cruise, cleanliness was very good. We had a steward assigned that took care of our room at the same time every day, and he did an amazing job. His name was Kirthi, and he was amazing. In addition to keeping the room clean, he was really quick with any requests that we had for towels, pillows, extra blankets, and that was very helpful. We also had a really nice guy who served us each night at the dining room, and his name was Michael, and Michael was really sweet as well. I also love being on the deck where the pools were, just laying out, listening to the ocean and relaxing. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Camp Ocean. Now this one is for my mamas and my daddies who need a break. The catch is that it's not open all day long. The hours of operation were different online than what was actually available when we got there. They have something called night owls that you can pay an extra fee for your kids to go late at night. It was supposed to run from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., but it ran from 10 to midnight. So the reduced hour affected what we were able to do at night as far as nightlife. On the boat, they have a nightclub, they have Punchliner Comedy Club, they have activities such as the casino, live music, you know, meetups for different people. Like, it's all kinds of stuff to do. And so some of the stuff starts at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We were never able to catch the grown folks comedy show because it started at 11 and you would be late picking up your kids at 12 if you went. So my only critique is that they need to honor what they're saying on the website. I understand we got Rona and everything like that, but at this point, people want what they paid for. And there were reduced hours sometimes during the regular times where you thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop him off from 10 to 4. And it's like, well, actually, you're not. On the website, it made it seem like they provide the meals for you. And they listed even like hot dogs, pizza, this and this and that, things that they have for kids. Because they do have a kids menu. But the catch is that they don't feed your kids. So you have to keep checking your child in and out, in and out. And so that affects what you're able to do. But you do get your breaks, and it's much appreciated because traveling with your family can be stressful and it can be a lot sometimes. So just having those moments to go by yourself are good. During my time, I went to the casino. I went and did karaoke by myself. I had breaks from Des. He had breaks from me. Like, it was good for both of us, and it was good for Josiah. Josiah loved it. He woke up in the morning like, am I going back to Camp Ocean? And on the way home, he was like, you know, I really miss Camp Ocean. So they treat your kids well. It's not like they just watch your kids and they go entertain themselves like some daycares do. They're open in pockets. And so when you arrive, you want to grab one of these activity schedules. That tells you the hours that they are open, as well as what activities they will be doing, so that you and your kids can plan accordingly. During our trip, they were open from 9 to noon, closed for lunch, reopened from 2 to 4 or 2 to 5, closed for dinner, and then reopened from 7 to 10. They watch your kids during those times that I mentioned, free of charge, because you've already paid by paying for your child to be there. I loved it. The staff was very sweet, professional. They kept the kids entertained. Josiah did all kinds of cool arts and crafts. They had video games. They had different games that they played physically with the kids. And it was a really fun environment. I highly recommend it if you have children ages 2 to 11. Now, I noticed that some of the older kids didn't really care for Camp Ocean. But you know, older kids get to that age where they think everything is lame. They don't want to do anything. So keep that in mind. But just know that if you want to be able to have a break and have a moment to yourself to do something for grown folks, Camp Ocean gives that to you. And that was definitely a highlight for my trip. I think I covered everything. I hope I did. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy your cruise and that this was helpful to you. And I'll see y'all in my next video.